សួរពុកម៉ែបងប្អូនទាំងអស់សួស្តីអ្នកទាំងអស់គ្នាដែលតែងតែតាមដាននៅ Channel Social Talk របស់ខ្ញុំនេះជាវីដេអូទី2សម្រាប់ Session 2ដែលខ្ញុំនឹងចាញ់ដែលលើកនេះគឺខ្ញុំនឹងអត់និយាយពីរឿងខ្មោចទេគឺខ្ញុំនឹងនិយាយតាក់ទងទៅនឹង Career Interior Design ដែលខ្ញុំនឹងចែកលេខទៅឲ្យអ្នកទាំងអស់គ្នាហើយខ្ញុំវីដេអូនេះដែរគឺខ្ញុំនឹងនិយាយជាភាសាអង់គ្លេសដែលជាទូទៅគឺនៅពេលដែលខ្ញុំធ្វើវីដេអូតាក់ទងទៅនឹង Interior Design គឺខ្ញុំនឹងនិយាយជាភាសាអង់គ្លេសហើយអង់គ្លេសខ្ញុំគឺវាអត់មានអីអស្ចារ្យទេគ្រាន់តែថាខ្ញុំចង់និយាយទៅវា more comfortable for me as well so ខ្ញុំនឹងឆ្លើយសំណួរ10ដែលខ្ញុំតែងតែឮឬគេសួរខ្ញុំជានិច្ចកាលតាក់ទងទៅនឹង career របស់ខ្ញុំអូខេហើយខ្ញុំសង្ឃឹមថាអ្នកទាំងអស់គ្នានឹងyou will find that this video is very helpful for you guys whether in the future or in this present okay so first of all my name is Carol my real name is Sohin Watana in case you guys never knew about this I am an interior designer in Cambodia I've been working in this industry for almost 4 years and yeah today I'm gonna going to share with you guys about how I become interior designer and how I go through with everything and this is the very common question that I receive whether from my mom's friend, my father's friends or any other people that they never know about what interior design doing in their life so being an interior designer we design space for people to live in space for people to experience to feel to enjoy to have as whether it's a resident whether it's in their house or whether it's a commercial building mixed use building whether it's a restaurant F&B or whether it's industry that people are going to work where they work or office something like this so recap of what interior design doing is we're designing space for people to live in with a good environment and right now it's becoming furthermore as to produce a very special like sustainable ecological friendly and a lot of things that interior design can integrate their ideas in for the furniture color like FF&E and for everything like to recap easily for you guys to understand is we design space for you guys to live to work to stay or enjoy in it and in each and places okay ignore these screwing sounds I know that every interior design architect they know this question they know the answer so well 100% we work as an interior designer or interior architect it's very difficult our life is not easy but it's not as tough as people who use their labor strength to work we use our brain to work and we have to think a lot about each and everything spaces every problem that's gonna come through we're gonna need to find solution to solve the solution and a lot of things being an interior designer you have to go through you have to break every barrier every wall that it's block your way it's not just about the client changes but it's about a lot of things that we have to deal with construction site and material finishes a lot of things so being an interior designer is not easy but it's not very difficult until the day you want to die I can say this yeah there's a lot of difficulty obstacle and problems in our life as an interior design or interior architect because take for example I give you like some example of everyday working environment it's okay as long as you choose the right place to work and the project completion the deadline the design ideas that you have to produce each and every time that people are gonna come to ask for your service it's not always the same it's not always different sometimes take for example if one client come for a residential villa that they want us to design for them then we can just, it's been a common thing that we always design for them, but we're not gonna produce something always the same. So each and every client, they have each and every uniqueness that they have. Their personality is different. So we have to design everything different, but in the same standard scope that we're gonna produce for them. So we have to think a lot about, like design, revision, documentation for construction, and the deadline that we're gonna need to deal with each and every week, this and that. So it's not easy, and we have lots of problems, but it's not the end of the world. We can still, like find a solution for each and every project, and yeah, it's not bad, of course. It's a common question which I always receive. I always discuss with my friend about this. Being an interior designer, it can be loneliness, it can be very joyful, it can be everything that you never in a million years imagine it's going to be. But it's not the worst scenario that you're going to get. Being an interior designer, to go through all of these difficulties, I do meditation. I do meditation. I meditate a lot. I set my schedule as I always meditate after work. When I come home, whether it's 9 o'clock or whether it's late night, I have to find some time to do meditation for myself, to keep myself calm and fresh, to keep my brain clean for each day. Because every day we get so many things to deal with. We get so many things to think, to design, to produce many ideas in one day. So when I come back home, I do meditation, I relax, I keep myself calm. I don't do anything between 1 or 2 hours, and then I will jump back straight to work if I have any. But if not, then I sleep. I enjoy relaxing music. I listen to what do we call, listen to some advice from any other YouTuber. There's a lot of things that I do. Or besides, if I go out, I'm gonna hang out with my friend. We're sharing ideas about this and that, about our job, our career, what we're gonna go through, what we don't go through, and what we're gonna produce the next things for our client. I discuss about new ideas of designing thing with my friend. I share about my difficulty in the company, or as I myself personally to my friend. And then I really want to advise you guys to not feel shy or insecure to talk with your friend about your job, about your career, because it's a thing that you can share with your friends, and then they give you some advice, some idea, which it's gonna sometimes release your stress, your pressure that you receive from work, and then be ready for the next day, which is not gonna be the end of the world. You have to remember that everything is gonna be possible when you are willing to do it. Okay? This question is kind of weird itself, and I always receive people asking this kind of question, which I don't know why they ask, and they did. So the question is like this, which is really hit my personal opinion, ideas about each and every designer design. I don't like to judge, to be very honest with you guys. I don't like to judge any other designer design, and it's very simple why I don't judge their design. Some designer, they design something which is unusable, which is not functional, which is lack of ideas, but there's another way which we can find that design, that their design is meaningful, beautiful in its own way. So even like take for example, as if someone judged your design, like, you shouldn't do this, girls, it doesn't look good, it looked like a piece of shit, it looked like this, it looked like that. Then you have to think of how you feel if people judge your design in a very negative way, you know. So I rather don't judge those people design, but I try to see the reason why they do this, the reason why they do that, the reason why they design this kind of thing, which is unusable or which is usable as the way it is. So this is why I don't like to judge people design. Not because I'm scared of other people or other designer judge my design or criticize my design, but I rather find the value of how they design each and every location or area that they design. Why? You know, seek for the reason before you judge someone design is better for your own good. It's not better for them, but it's better for your own good. Because when you seek for the reason that someone, you know, designed this thing, it's when you figure a lot of things for your own design and upgraded your own design and you know, like, prevent that mistake. That's it. So the very first time I joined as an interior designer, and I work for a private company in Phnom Penh, and I really want to work as interior design, and then I don't have the opportunity to because I'm fresh graduated, and they said that their full house interior full, which I cannot join, but they have one free position as a seller, like for the furniture shop, which I can join. And I also, you know, very sad and not clear about whether should I join or whether I shouldn't, and then I end up joining the company, and it's turning out very good. I get promoted to junior interior design, and the very first thing that I start to be a proper junior or interior design is when I figure out that interior design, interior architect is not easy. It is very difficult. It's give me a lot of stress. It's something that I want to quit, but I don't. At the time I don't dare to quit, but I dare to learn more, to be prepared for the next wave that it's going to hit me, of how interior design is gonna be, you know, this and that. And then I find it out very interesting. After a whole year of working process as an interior design, I find it very interesting. You're gonna get a good, like, you're gonna get a lot of opportunity to design spaces for each and every people houses or whatever it is, and you see people feel good about your design. It's mean that you yourself, you always get involved in people living of how to upgrade it to be the next level of what they want it to be. And I'm so happy about it. That's my first thought about being an interior designer for the very first year. Yeah. So about this question, I won't say yes and I won't say no, but let me explain. As an interior interior designer until nowadays. When I tell people that okay, I work as interior designer, I work as interior architect in this company, in that company, and then they ask me, what are you doing? Interior design? Are you, doing all of the furniture? Or are you doing the fabric or the texture for interior? And I said, it's kind of one or two point of interior design, but I work, let's say this, in Cambodia, next, like the older generation, they only mostly known architecture and engineer. So they mostly know architect and engineer, but they don't really understand what is interior design or interior architect. So that's why I said I won't say yes or no, but until nowadays, the next generation, which they broadly known about a lot of things in the society and the world, that's why we kind of broadly known and kind of not. That's the same thing. That is the same thing, because until nowadays there's still there's still not one, there's still a lot of people from a different region, from other country of the country, asking me, what are you doing as an interior design? And I have to explain this and that to them, which they not really clear about it, and I don't know. But yeah, it's kind of yes and no. It's kind of so. I like this question, to be very honest. As an interior designer, I remember the very first time that I complete my second years in the university. I always hear some architecture student, they said, why do they need to have interior design when there is architect? And it's really bothered me at the time. I did think of, is it really true of what they said, that it shouldn't have interior design and architecture is enough? And it gives me anxiety a lot, which I really want to quit. I'm not saying this to all of the architects in Cambodia. I just heard some of the minor who said it. Just a small numbers of people saying it. Until until 4 years of me myself working in the industry, I know clearly about the connection between architect and interior architect. Which architecture, they provide the exterior, easily to understand. They care about the exterior of the building, of the place that you live in, or something that you're gonna work or live or do anything inside it as a building. And interior is someone who work closely with architect to run through every detail in the interior of the building to produce the perfect living environment, spaces, everything for the interior will be the responsible of interior design. But it's very deep, which we talking to architect about the structure as well, of what we can reduce or what we can add to produce a better looking, authentic and great living environment for the people. So interior and architect is a kind of job that you're going to work closely together to produce one big building or small building as a living environment or something else for people to live. And it's not the same. It's not the same. Architect, they won't come to work closely for the interior too much, but interior also not gonna go to control everything for the outside of the building like 100%. We're just sharing ideas to make the better, authentic, great, sustainable, ecological friendly living environment for people. Okay. never want to drop off my career as an interior designer. The reason is because even if it's difficult, even if it's give me lots of stress, which I sometimes becoming introvert just because of it. But I never in a million years want to quit my career. I love it. It's meant a lot to me since day one. I joined the university. Every time when I design something, I put myself in it. It's like I am designing my own house, but I don't get the feeling. I don't get my need, my personal need for it. But I put myself in it. I produce one design for the client, which they going to love it. And this means a lot to me of how I can involve myself in someone's life in a good way. Even if you're not friend, even if you're not lover of family, it's very important because I don't see myself in any other career, but I see myself in interior design or in design field for the very long term. And I never want to quit. I never want to drop my career, but I always have more dream to pursue for this career, and it's a lot. It's not one or two, but it's a lot. Okay, because when you really put yourself into one thing, and when you're really passionate about it, you never in a million years want to drop it off. That's my opinion. I do have dreams, and everybody does. I have dream of one day I can travel more to the world to see how interior design in their country, how have it been developed, or how it's developed to what level that they've been reaching. And I want to bring all of those kind of things back to my country. I want to apply all of the things that I learned from my travel to my country. I want my people to have the same thing or way more better or can be better as a humanity on earth by my profession. Okay. I always have a dream to get to meet all of those famous interior design in the world and sharing ideas or talk to them, or even just sit and listen of what their thought, of what they're thinking for the future living environment for human. This is what I'm thinking. And the very biggest dream for me of all is to get scholarship as an interior designer, or just pay back myself and save my ass out, go to study abroad as an interior designer in master degree, and come back and becoming a professor in one or two university and sharing my ideas, experience to the next generation of interior design in Cambodia. This is the way that I think that it's better to, help people. I'm not a politician. I'm not a politician. I'm not someone that really can make a big change, but this is what I can do to give people their needs and without disrespect each other. And that's very good. It's a good thing that people should do to each other. Love and respect one another is the best thing. And yeah, I think that's it. I really think that it should be the best to love and respect one another in this whole wide world. Okay, so yeah, so this is the end of the video. Thank you so much for spending your time listening to my sheets, and I hope that you guys gonna enjoy it or find it helpful for you guys. And if you're not yet like or subscribe our page, please kindly do it by click like on our Facebook page Social Talk, or like our video in our YouTube channel Social Talk as well. And hope you guys having a great time weekend as you wish it to be, and hope you guys always meet great people, have good relationship with one another, whether in workplace or whether in family or relative, loved one. Everything or everywhere that you go, it's gonna be a peaceful reunion. Thank you so much. Goodbye. See you next time. Bye bye.